What's up guys, Tomahawk here, and welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Wizards. Today we are playing on Wizard Isle, or at least this is one of the two maps that we'll be doing today. Hopefully I'll be able to get some decent items out of these chests to possibly go ahead and eliminate the competition, leaving me as the remaining wizard and the best wizard in this lobby, leaving me with a win that gets me one step closer to unlocking the cool Witch Doctor class, which allows me to have a maximum mana of 150 instead of 100. I totally and completely and utterly forgot to pick the Mystic class for this game because I'm a dummy like that, and I was focusing on trying to make sure that this recording worked, because for some reason the first time I tried recording this video, I was recording fine, you know, and then when I tried to hit the stop button, or like the end video button on the stream, for some reason it left with like some sort of like glitch, and then the file corrupted, and then I lost that bit of recording. So that's a little bit of a pain, but you know, it's no big deal. These games aren't the hardest things in the world. No one in this game is necessarily MLG Pro yet, or at least not yet. Anyway, I'm trying to hope that maybe I'll get lucky with these games and be able to win them pretty easily. You know, I consider myself to be a pretty decent Wizards player. I know there's definitely people who are better than me. I know Matthew, aka Defib Mark's brother, is better than me at this. We did a 1v1 the other day. And actually not the other day, like the other week, and he completely slaughtered me. So maybe since then I've gotten a little bit better, but I still think he's a little bit better than me. For some reason, Matthew's just like inherently good at video games. He's kind of like he's like a little Huawei, you know, being inherently good at tons of video games. If you guys didn't know, the first time like Huawei like played Counter-Strike, he was just really good for some reason, and I don't know why. And also that person just fell to their death. That was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Was not able to get his items, so that makes me a little sad. But anyway, continuing on to the topic of today's video, with VidCon being so close to being a reality, you know, it's close to actually happening. In fact, there's like 4 days, if you're watching this video the day it comes out, until VidCon happens. Hype, am I right? Yeah, hype. Since there's such a short amount of time to VidCon, I started thinking about like all the people that I was really excited to meet at VidCon. You know, I'm excited to meet Troy, Tyler Oakley, you know, all these awesome people that I've never actually been able to meet before. And since I have a special guest badge, I'm totally going to use it to slide into everyone's DMs, because, you know, I'm not, you know, no shame, right? No shame. I mean, if you were in my position, you would do it too, right? Of course you would. I mean, who wouldn't, right? But anyway, oh my gosh, please. Oh wow, that was, yep, I did not anticipate that to be that easy. Well then, that's pretty funny. But anyway, so I started thinking about like all the people that I wanted to meet, and then I started thinking about like, is it a good idea to meet these people? Because like I know from being a YouTuber that, you know, sometimes people act differently on camera than they do off camera, and you know, I've fallen in love with the Tyler Oakley I see on Tyler Oakley's videos, just because he's just so bae, you know, he's just an amazing person. And you know, I thought, you know, is the Tyler Oakley that I'll meet in real life going to be the same Tyler Oakley that I meet in these videos? And I came to the conclusion that I think it'll be close enough to make me leave with a pleasant experience, despite whether or not he's the same person, or if he's slightly different, or if he's completely different. And I'll tell you why right now, because of a personal first-hand experience that I have. So if you guys don't know, which I'm sure you guys already know, because you guys know me, I am a huge fanay of anything SourceFed related. And if you guys don't know what SourceFed is, it's basically a news, it's a news thing. And I'm also in love with like Philip DeFranco. Oh my gosh, I should probably just make these diamond boots real quick, and then make this helmet as fast as I can. Boom, 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 and boom. Okay, so you guys don't know, I'm a huge SourceFed fan, and I'm a huge Philip DeFranco fan. And you know, I've been watching these people since 2012. I've been watching Phil since 2010. Like, this is like long time viewing of these people, like just long time viewing, big time fanay. And recently, back when I was on the Cube, we had the opportunity to go ahead and go to the SourceFed studios, which is where the PDS and SourceFed are filmed, and make a video for Super Panic Frenzy, which is, if you guys don't know, what the new SourceFed related channel, which is basically just gaming. And if you guys don't know, Steven Suptic runs it, and that's actually how the way we were able to go, because we knew Steve, and you know, he became a part of it, and we were able to go there. And, you know, when the first time we went, nobody who I knew, like, basically, you know, from the videos that I'd watched, like, you know, Steve Zaragoza, you know, all the other people. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now because I'm talking. Steve Zaragoza, Trisha Hirschberger, all those other people. You know, they weren't there because they were all at New York Comic Con. So when we went there, I was still freaking out because I got to see all the sets where all these things were filmed, and I was like, oh my god, you know, I'm in this place filming a video, like my dreams are coming true. You know, this is like it was the closest I had gotten to meeting senpais like ever, and it was amazing, and I had a great experience. And you know, while that doesn't necessarily relate back to meeting your heroes or meeting your senpais and if it's a good thing or not, because technically speaking I didn't really meet anyone that time, don't worry, I have another story. So if you guys you know, watched the SG videos from a while ago, you guys know that I went back to SourceFed Studios a second time because Philip DeFranco DM'd me on Twitter asking if I wanted to be a part of his new thing on his second channel, which is basically Would You Rather. I should be appearing in more videos of those, by the way, guys, as they come out. The one that I was recently in, if you guys hadn't seen it yet, is obviously the Pet Peeves video. I'm in that one, and I talked about like iPhones and stuff. But, you know, I'll be continuing to being in those. And when I went there, I actually got to meet Philip DeFranco himself. He shook my hand, called me sir, and then sat there while I sat in front of a green screen, you know, just ranting about things that annoyed me, and then, like, would you rather situations and stuff like that. And he sat there listening, and, you know, it was, like, awesome because he laughed at my jokes. And, like, in this situation, I definitely got to meet my senpai. You know, there's a no doubt about it. Definitely got to meet my senpai here. And at the end of it, I say that it was completely and utterly worth it. You know, he's the same exact person that I anticipated him to be. Maybe it's because I'm super fanae or something, but he seemed the exact same way. And it led me to realize that, hey, this VidCon, the people that I'm going to meet, they're definitely going to be the people that, you know, I anticipate them to be in real life, if not even better. But before we go into the second game, before I do this jump cut, I leave this question to myself to think about before this next game starts. And is it a good idea to meet your senpais that are non-YouTube related? Because, you know, traditional media and separation of new media makes it so the new media people are a lot nicer than the traditional media people. We'll see that in a second. All right, here we are on the second map. We're right here playing on Library. Oh, no, sorry, this is Wizard Arena. For some reason, I read the person who created the map's name and not the person who made it. So, thinking about, like, is it a good idea to meet your senpais that are non-YouTube related? See, I don't really necessarily have any first-hand experience to, you know, share back to you guys and tell you whether it's a good idea to meet, you know, Stephen King, or if it's a good idea to meet Robert Downey Jr. or some other type of, like, new media type people, but I don't know if this is a little biased because, you know, news sources like to kind of bash old media, especially since my only news source is kind of SourceFed, so kind of a little bias here. But I think in the situation in which you are trying to meet, meet your senpais that are non-YouTube related, it kind of just depends on how famous the person is. Like, and what I mean by that, oh my gosh, I almost got killed there already. I'm going to go ahead and go to the outskirts of the map and just let myself regenerate because I ain't going to deal with these people right now. Hopefully I can get some extra wands while I'm out here. But anyway, I think it actually just depends on how famous the person is. And what I mean by that is I feel like, you know, if I go ahead and go and meet some person like Devin Graham, no, not Devin Graham, Devin something, I forgot his last name, the person who plays Ned's Declassified on Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, you know, he's not that famous, or like he's not that popular anymore, so I feel like if I go ahead and meet this person, that their judgment and like ideology, or not ideology, their reaction towards meeting someone who is excited to see them isn't like it's a lot more personal to them because they don't get it as often. Because you know, like being a YouTuber sometimes, you know, like I take for example when I was at Disneyland, this previous time I was at Disneyland with a bunch of my YouTuber friends. We were all having a good time, and you know, we were enjoying Disneyland. But like a couple like and I enjoyed meeting all the you know, all the fanays. What's going on right now? The server's lagging a little bit. If you see that, for some reason they're not going into my inventory. There's nothing working. The server's being a little weird right now. It's interesting. Why is it doing that? Interesting. That doesn't make any sense. Well then, maybe a little broken right now. Let me see if I can. I don't know. That's actually a little confusing. I don't really understand that. But anyway, you know, I felt great like meeting everybody there. But like there were some instances, like there was a person who came up to me in the bathroom, and you know, I'm not gonna say who you are, but you know who you are. And I was in the bathroom, and they came up to me, and they're like, "Hey, Tomahawk, can I get a picture?" I'm like, "I'm in the bathroom, dude. Please just give me like 2 seconds to get out of the bathroom." So I felt that like annoyance, that someone like was coming to, you know, bother me in the bathroom, which is like one of my personal places. And I feel like that can apply more generalistically to the people. What the heck is going on with the lag? More generalistically towards the people who have bigger egos, who are famous. So like, I feel like if I were to go ahead and meet Justin Bieber, you know, it wouldn't be as personal, and he wouldn't care as much that I was excited to see him, as opposed to someone who wasn't, you know, Justin Biebs level of famous, if that makes any sense at all. I hope it does. I hope I'm not sounding like rude or mean or anything like that, but I just, that's like the thing about that. And that's the reason why, like, I feel like, you know, YouTubers are so much easier to approach, because they, you know, the popularity of, you know, traditional media isn't as big as, you know, you're like, obviously, like, Joey Graceffa isn't as well known as, like, you know, Drake Bell. And, you know, obviously, you know, some people may know Joey Graceffa, may not know Drake Bell, because, you know, they grew up on the internet, and they know that, and they know they never watched Drake and Josh, whatever, but, like, you know, the majority of the world knows Drake Bell more than they know Joey, just by the nature of it, right? And, ooh, I actually got the one this time. I wonder why that one still didn't, you know, why is it doing that? I don't understand. Don't really know what that means, but, so, continuing, sorry, my brain's all over the place. You know, that's why, I feel like when you meet someone who's a YouTuber, they're a lot more humble, and they know where they came from, because they started from nothing and then they ended up where they were, as opposed to people who are, you know, known in traditional media. And I guess that pretty much brings an end to the topics of today's video. Let me know what you guys think about meeting your heroes in the comments, whether you think that meeting your YouTube heroes is better than meeting your traditional media heroes, or if you think they're the same, or if you think that, you know, your traditional media people are actually better than your non-traditional media people. I'm actually kind of curious to know in the chat. Ooh, how the heck did that person get me? That's the first time I died in a while, actually. Dang. All right, I'm gonna give that guy props. He was able to totally destroy me, although I think I was getting a little bit of issues with the thing. I could have had another wand and toss another shot at him, but I'm gonna give him that one. I'll give it to him. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Wizards. I'll see you guys in the next video that I see you guys in, which should probably be Factions tomorrow. Hope you guys have a nice day, please.
I try.